all about what you're feeling inside. That can change the quality of your day. It doesn't matter how busy you are, or how wrong things are going, or how difficult the outside world is. If you are happy within, inside, you won't see anything, you won't see fault in your outside world. The days that you come back exhausted from work, and that's the day the milk spills, the food burns, the dog runs away, and the car is left open, and you lock your keys in the car. Things go wrong on days that you are busy, because you've allowed that activity to dictate how you feel. So you have to lose the propensity to hold on to the thoughts that are telling you you are exhausted, you are sick, you've got a headache, you've got too many things to do, it's never going to happen, it's all going to go wrong, you don't understand any of this. You always find, when you're feeling bad, that you find an excuse in the world to blame it on. This one's making too much noise. There are not a day where Rajiv doesn't disturb me during meditation. Very rarely I get to meditate from beginning to end without him entering the room. The days that I go deep into, like I'm relaxed and calm, the closing of the door, the shuffling of feet, the heavy breathing doesn't bother me. But the days I'm feeling out of it, even the smallest noise that he makes has already made me so annoyed. I never disturb you during meditation. How dare you disturb me during mine? Right? So it's the same thing he's doing every day. But my reaction to it is different based on how I'm feeling. And I used to judge my day based on that. There were times that I'd get so irritated, I'd say, okay, my meditation has not gone well, now the rest of my day is short. If my meditation goes well, the day is going to go well. Now, who told me that? Right? I told myself that. I told myself that. I allowed something to disturb me when nothing really should. I mean, if you try meditating in India, there is so much noise all the time. So much is honking and people shouting, and there's the noise level that you don't get the silence. Yet you're able to transcend beautifully there. The meditations that I get in India are far deeper than the ones I get here. It is so silent here that the slightest noise will disturb, will upset. We allow things to disturb the peace. You have to be like the bottom of the ocean. Very often when you differ with someone. Many years ago, I would raise my voice a lot, get angry. Anger was one of the issues that I was dealing with. Even today, if we have a difference of opinion, Rajiv will tell me, don't shout, and I said I wasn't shouting. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. You're the one that's shouting. It's past conditioning which you can't break. Right? Even if you have a peaceful voice, there's going to be people around you that want to get you upset. Because by making you upset, they feel better. You're at fault. You're the one to blame. You're the one that's shouting. You're the one that's irritable. You're the one that can't control yourself. I'm fine. I'm very centered. I'm very happy. I'm always correct. Right? You all have these people surrounding us at work who are always right and other people are always wrong. Have you ever wondered how a person can go through life continually believing that the other person is wrong? What kind of a mindset must that person have to believe that they never do anything wrong? We see so many of those, and they always have a differing opinion. They always have something contrary to what you say. They always create a resistance within. The desire to say no, but I believe, but I think, but in my opinion. And it requires a lot of self-discipline and self-effort to just get back into those deep waters and not say anything. Because that's one argument you're not going to win. That's one bit of unpleasantness that you can avoid. Ultimately, you only lose if you think you've lost. There's no losing and there's no winning. There's only one thing. Happiness is your birthright. See, there's nothing else. There's absolutely nothing else. You just have to keep coming back to that center and lose the propensity to complain or to criticize or to find fault with everything. When you're exhausted, when your prana is low, then you find fault. Then you criticize. The same weather, overcast sky, threatening to rain, muggy weather, you'll feel is bringing me down. This is so gloomy. But at other times, the same weather will say, oh my God, looks so romantic and beautiful. Let me just sit down with some hot pakoras and a cup of chai. Because inside you're feeling good. You're feeling rested. You feel like indulging in something enjoyable. If you're not feeling good, you'll find fault with everything around you. Everything will irritate you. And complaints are bad vibrations. Complaints means I'm not happy now. I don't like what's happening right now in my life. And there's only one basic rule. If you're not happy now, you probably never will be. You're not going to be happy in the future because 5 minutes later you'll find something else to complain about. 5 minutes later you'll find something else to complain about. It's never going to be just right. Okay, so we haven't reached that stage of evolution where we can catch everything, remain without complaint, smile on your face, placid. If any of you think I do that, that's not true. I just catch myself maybe more times than someone else. And perhaps you never are in that situation. I know people that just never complain. They're just happy people. They just think life was made for them. I have a friend who lives in Boston, and everything goes perfectly for him because he thinks the world exists only to please him. And what a great attitude. What a great attitude. Because he's always upbeat, always happy. You know, you come in with a chocolate cake, it's been baked for him. Everything is done for him. Life is orchestrating for him, for his pleasure. Nothing will openly bring him down. I'm sure he has his private moments when things don't work so well. That's definitely a possibility. But if you develop that attitude and realize that he is right, life is orchestrating for you. Everything that you ever need is going to come your way. Your problem is you don't like what's here now and you want something else. And that's why you're complaining that life has cheated you. Remember once I told you a couple of classes ago, life cannot cheat you. You are life. This life that you have exists because you are. If you were not, there's be no life. Your life is different from your life, is different from her life. How does that happen? How does that happen? Each one of us is listening to what I'm saying and thinking about something in their own life which is unique, which is just your experience. So, life is not cheating you, but you can enjoy that life by being in harmony. The problems are all arising. We are not in harmony with universal forces. It's giving us what we want. If it hears continuous complaints, it keeps you in that state. Because whatever you're putting out is what is coming back. There's an echo effect in the universe. By complaining, you're denying the moment. By criticizing others, you're denying, you're saying yes to the resistance that's coming up inside you. I don't like the way she talks to me. I don't like the way she smells. I don't like her sitting next to me. I don't like her coming here. She smells and she's sitting next to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can either be extremely rude to her, or you can just sit where you are, or you can present her with a deodorant the next time you meet. Or you can just simply keep quiet and not fill your head with all these things that are upsetting you. You think that she's sitting there. Does she even know what you're thinking? Or is even remotely bothered by what's going on in your mind? It's going on in your head. It's going on in your head when you find fault in others. They don't know and they don't care. You see all these negative ads coming on the TV now? Probably the only country where you can put out ads like that. Why? Because as soon as you see this guy's done one thing wrong, you say, oh, now maybe I shouldn't. We may have done 750,000 things that are right, but because he voted against some policy, I better not vote for him. Our minds are trained so much to criticize because we're looking for perfection in an imperfect world. What is perfect? Creation itself is not perfect. God himself, if you think of it, is not perfect, because he couldn't finish the creation he started. Because when something is perfect, if it's a perfect circle, you can't make a circle more perfect, right? A perfect circle is a perfect circle. It's finished, it's done. But creation keeps evolving. Things keep changing, which means God's job is very imperfect. If you think God created the world. We're living in a world filled with imperfections. What are you searching for perfection? Can this moment ever be perfect? Exactly the way you think it should be. But yes, this moment can be complete. Complete. As it is. Good, bad, everything. That's a different measurement of happiness. You cannot find perfection. You cannot be elated all the time, but you can always have that stillness of the deep sea in you. And have a vision. When you see that you're saying things, or you're feeling this tension, when you're tired, when you're exhausted, and you feel that you and the world are different, immediately sink to the bottom of the ocean. Nothing happens there. There's no noise. There's no nothing. Few seconds of that will wake you up. We are unhappy only because we're ignorant and we're asleep. If you're awake and you know you're saying this, and you know that this moment is all you have, and this moment is perfect, and this moment is not perfect, complete. Complete. That propensity to want something else, to complain and to criticize, will leave you. Imagine being happy all the time. Isn't that a wonderful thought? That nothing can take away that feeling that you have. And nothing can. It's your feeling. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Why are we giving the power to outside forces to decide whether we are going to be happy or not? Whatever happens, we cannot prevent things from happening in our lives. Loss, birth, death, events, troubles. That happens. It's happening somewhere outside. Through everything, good or bad, that stillness of the deep ocean must remain with you. And it's possible. It's possible if you just use that image every time you catch yourself. How will you catch yourself? Through awareness. How do you develop awareness? Through breathing and meditation. Doing it once a week, you'll catch yourself once a week. You do it every day, you'll catch yourself every day. The more you do it, the better it becomes. You have a choice. You have a choice. And you're very lucky that you're on this path. Not too many people are on this path. You see, there are only few of you that come all the time. And you have to consider yourself privileged that you are thinking in a way that you want to get back to that source. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen to people, not in this lifetime, perhaps not in the next 50 lifetimes. So if it is happening to you, work on it. It means this opportunity has been given to you, but you need to work on it. You need to practice the knowledge. You need to practice the breathing. You need to listen, to more and more knowledge. You need to meditate every day. And then it's all easy. It's all easy.